Welcome to Rad Dudecast. Welcome to Rad Dudecast Patreon episode.
It's over now. You know what I mean?
It's over. It's all over now. All of the pain, all of the suffering is gone away.
It's
Must
all
have
over.
been
And it
a
was
podcast.
when we listen to that episode, we're gonna go. It was all worth it.
It was. I don't know what the hell.
I really felt that I destroyed Sarah's life. I really felt I got in your guys' way. I'm happy you brought me on. I appreciate it, but like, I really felt because you know when somebody comes in, they're like, "Oh man, this is my time," and then I come in fucking screaming. I'm yelling about onions, but here we are.
So here's what happened, right? You
'Kay.
walked into a house on fire and then went, "Hey, did I start this fire?"
You're
no,
right.
No, it was on fire a while ago, and it was 99% over here on my side because I was stressed because none of the sound was working.
And I got a salad.
And he
Onions. You got
was
onions.
a perfect storm of things that infuriate me.
I saw you.
The audio wasn't working correctly, which I want to explain real quick. This is hilarious. There was a buzzing we couldn't figure out, but it was because Harumi on his iPad had a buzzing sound effect that was just playing the whole time. So every time he would plug it in, I was like, "What the fuck is a buzzing?"
That's funny.
But it was just a sound effect.
Sound effect.
And I'm like unplugging wires, rechanging people's
That's
mics.
like that's like the Andy. It's like an Andy Kaufman episode. Is it your equipment? People are at home like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah.
But over here, just like meh for fun.
It was a Harumi prank.
Is that Banjo and Kazooie? What's that from?
I love that.
Doesn't that sound like Banjo coming down a hill? You played Banjo and Kazooie?
Of course. So all that's happening, right? So I'm getting furious.
Of course.
I haven't. I'd like to get back to it, but
I just want to.
You've never played Banjo
I
and Kazooie.
haven't.
No, you haven't.
We're gonna get into it. I just
That's
want to
what I
finish
said.
explaining.
You never played video games. I know you didn't. You know what I mean? There's no way you play video games. There's nothing
Nathan.
about you that says video games.
Let me just finish what I was talking about.
We're going to get to it, but there's no
We're
way
gonna
this man
get
played.
to it.
We're going to get to it. There's no way this man played video games.
Get to the thing.
Can we just say you grew
I
up with him?
say
He didn't
this?
play video games.
Yeah, he
didn't.
did.
Come
Can I say
on.
this too? I said I haven't played Banjo and Kazooie, and I'd like to talk to you about that after Greg explains his thing.
All right, I'm sorry, Greg.
No, I just wanted. It was the audio was happening. None of that was working, and then Anthony walks in with this onion collage of smells
on my head.
So now he's bringing a smell element.
It was on my head.
Yeah. Then he's not talking into a microphone, so no one can hear him. Element, and it's just every element of insanity is happening.
And I've also broken into a room where a full, a polite interview was happening. From downstairs, here's what I could hear. When Dan came down to get me, here's what I heard on the stairs. I heard you go, "Oh, so Sarah," and that's when you started donating to the Serengeti. And then I come in, and it was just a fucking, it was a gong show. But I'm happy to be here. I'm happy you had me on the, here we are.
yeah.
I just feel
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's our ocean.
I felt bad for Dan because Dan was upset.
Dan
I
was
actually saw it.
Dan, were you? Yeah, that's the upset sound.
He was upset.
Pac-Man?
That's what I feel bad.
This man's a machine. He only speaks through sound effects. He refuses to talk into the microphone.
That's not Pac-Man, but what the fuck was that? That's something that we know. That's some video game. Pac-Man? It's not Pac-Man?
I'd love to know, but it's a horse.
That's Red Dead. If I know any video game sounds, that's fucking Red Dead.
Yeah.
That's Arthur Morgan hopping on American Splendor, riding to Saint Denis.
So now, what's Banjo and Kazooie?
Banjo-Kazooie is a game you never played because you never played video games.
know that.
Here's what you did. Here's what you did.
Play.
Your
First of all,
family handed you 2 meatballs and they go plug it in. And for the entire 90s, you just had these little fucking saucy balls that you just played with. There's no way you played a video game. I don't see you with the patience to play it. I don't see you with the focus or the vision.
No. Well, okay. I'll say the patience. I've got the patience for it. I've got too much patience. But the focus and the vision I'll give you. What I used to do, I wasn't very good at video games.
Okay.
So I'd invite friends over, and I'd sit with them while they beat the game for me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's a good move.
Anthony is the originator of the people who watch video games on YouTube.
Twitch
Yeah.
and
That's
stuff, yeah.
like people like just like watching a speed through.
My brother was
that.
that kind of
Yeah.
too, because like I'm the older brother, so I would always play video games first, and he would watch for a while.
Yeah.
But then you grew up with a brother. Your brother played video games.
Yeah, I'll tell you about mine after you're finished.
Okay, that sounds like he stabbed you right in the chest
Oh, it
during a
was
fucking Metal
infuriating.
Gear run. but we would switch back and forth, and I'm one of those people that like watching people play video games. I don't do it, but when I do it, I'm fine with it. Like I like it.
My brother would play. We play fighting games, and I would immediately win. And he would go, that's because this game sucks, and then would never play again. So the only way for me to play with him was to throw the end of the match.
Fuck.
So I'd do like a bunch of I'd get him right to the end, and then I would know I won, and then I would just lay off, let him beat me, and he would go, this game's pretty good.
Funny.
That's the only way to play with my brother.
My brother one time, you remember WWE No Mercy, obviously.
It's the best game I
F
ever
at the
made.
time, but Farouk, right, dominated him to a point where he was in full danger every time he got up. Another fucking dominator. He took the 64 controller, smashed it. It blew in half. So me and my brother could only play sometimes together. It was either co-op missions we could do,
Yeah.
or we're watching each other play.
Also, I know
Is that Pac-Man?
no one knows what it is. No one knows.
I think that's Pac-Man.
Does it say what it is?
No, I think it's like a imitation.
Into the microphone, Dan, or I'll gonna stab you.
Mike's not even on. It's not Pac-Man. Dan said it is not Pac-Man. Pac-Man imitation.
On
What were
No
you gonna
Mercy,
say?
on No Mercy, there was this weird thing on the controller that if you touched the joystick,
Mm-hmm.
it would immediately make the guy, like if you were getting pinned, you could hit the joystick and it would immediately throw the guy off of you.
Mm-hmm.
It was this weird thing they added that you could never lose if you didn't want to.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as you pinned someone, you had to watch their controller to make sure they didn't throw you off. And like, I played with my friend Emil and Allen, and he'd always be like, you hit it, you touched it, no matter what. So you'd have to pin them, put the controller down, and put your hands up.
Oh.
Just so they didn't hit the button that would basically throw them off, just so
Yeah.
you know you would win. It was
Yeah,
an
yeah.
insane. It was a thing that I think the Chinese put into this game to rip America apart.
It was the first coronavirus.
yeah.
Maybe if you put like maple syrup on the knob, then if their finger touched it and they had the maple syrup thumb, you would know. Do you know what I mean?
Is this a Canadian thing? What are we talking about here?
A
No.
maple
Bringing
syrup.
in mayor.
This is not a Canadian. This is
I
a
call,
solution.
well, just because I said you play with meatballs, now I'm a guy that's fucking putting maple syrup on his
You-
controllers.
you
I get
said
it.
The Canadian thing. It doesn't have to be. It could be tar.
Now, yeah, you can't do maple syrup because you got the finger lickers. I go crazy.
It's either Vermont or Canada. You know what I mean? Who the fuck else is using maple syrup in this country
Paint.
from
You
sea
want
to
to do like a
shining
paint or
sea?
something. You
Yeah,
want
a
that's
paint is
going to
fine.
destroy the controller. It's going to destroy the controller. That's not fun.
Do you know there's can't be
A
any?
water-based paint.
A water-based paint, or just put the controller down, or
Now,
just don't
now
be a
that we're
cheater.
talking about it, no joke.
What?
Every 64 controller, that little fucking joystick must be shattered. Every single one of them, because they all remember they used to just wear down.
Yeah.
It's been fucking 24 years. Every
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
those. Nobody can play unless you use the D-pad, but you can't do that with every game.
No, and they had those third-party controllers, which
Mad
those
Cats.
things would just never work.
Mad Cats.
Yeah.
They would
Yeah.
never work. There was always a button that, like, right would be left.
Yeah.
You'd fucking swing in a circle. It was pure shit. Mad Cats.
Mad Cats.
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember that. Well, what was the other thing? Sharkwave. What was the
Sharkwave, Game Shark.
Game Shark.
Game Shark for Nintendo, it was like it would allow you to just rewrite the coding.
Yeah.
Which was like it made every game so unfun.
Make your own
Because
game.
you're just like, you could be Mario,
Yeah.
or you could just suplex Bowser in the first 3 seconds
Yeah.
if you wanted to.
Put
It's
tits
cheating.
on Odd Job.
Yeah.
Just big bouncing tits.
Yeah.
It
Odd
was.
Job.
Yeah. Oh man.
Goldeneye. Remember he was a little guy.
I wasn't a big GoldenEye guy.
GoldenEye.
I wasn't a GoldenEye guy.
Really? Well, either way, I mean, he was in the game. He was like a little short dude. He's one of the villains from one of the movies, I think, Live and Let Die. And yeah, you put tits on him. I mean, I just explained to people out there get it.
Let me tell you what happened
Oh,
for
yeah,
GoldenEye
people
for
know
me.
GoldenEye.
So there was a period in my life. My best friends were these Puerto Rican dudes, and for 2 years they decided they were Puerto Rican and didn't want to hang out with white people. So for 2 years, I was alone, and those were the 2 years that GoldenEye took off. So they had this whole life with GoldenEye with their other Puerto Rican friends that they had met, and then those guys fucked them. And then they all came back to the old white Greg, which I think is great. But that 2 years was GoldenEye, and I was just sitting home alone.
That makes
so
sense.
I missed all the GoldenEye.
Did you not do the one-player missions?
I did, but then I beat it, and then I was done. But I had no one else to play with. And my
Yeah.
brother wouldn't play, or he'd smash a controller and punch the dog.
I get
So,
you.
I
No, me
missed
and my
all
brother
that.
Poor
never
dog.
did played against each other in GoldenEye. Never once did it.
My Puerto Rican friends left me, and then when they came back, I went, "Hey, welcome back!" And I got this thing called WWF No Mercy, and we played that straight for 7 to 15 years.
Yeah,
Which
that
was very
game is
fun.
incredible. If they
Yeah,
would just
yeah.
redo that, like just completely redo it, same game, redo it, put it out, it would sell the fuck out.
Yeah, those 2 years, Anthony, were when I met Mike and Taco. So it was very weird that it was like we went to middle school and I made 2 white friends because I was thrown out of friendships by my black and Puerto Rican friends, and that was fun. I got to see what Snap
What
Bowl was
happened?
like.
Were the race riots in Jersey? What the hell happened?
Well,
that
the
people
OJ
needed to pick.
verdict.
Is that what it was?
Totally
OJ?
yeah.
There's a
apart.
big dividing line.
How funny is that? I'll never forget our grade 5. It was in grade 5 for me. Grade 5 teacher, Mr. Nelson, he goes, "I'll be back." He leaves the class for 10 minutes. He comes back. He goes, "OJ's innocent." And the kid in the back goes, "Yes!" Mark, man, he went, "Yes!"
Black kid,
Nope.
white kid.
Yep.
All I remember of the OJ thing was the OJ Pogs. I was very into.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
I never even thought of it. There's OJ Pogs?
Yeah, this
The
OJ Slammer.
was huge.
Don't juice the juice.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
OJ
was-
T-shirts.
Oh, slammers, keenies, the whole goddamn thing. What a
What's a
party.
keenie?
Well, we would call that would be a slammer.
Oh,
And then I remember one day somebody started calling it a slammer Well, we called it Keenies for a while. I don't know why.
Is that Canadian? What other Canadian words do I not know? You speak full Canadian?
Yeah. No, I know all the words. Yeah, everyone, basically.
Yeah?
Cover to cover. I read the book every once in a while.
The Canadian book?
Yeah.
The Canadian Bible?
Canadian words that you should know. Canadian words that'll get you from fucking Victoria to St. John's.
That's too deep. I don't know what that is.
I know. But I know. So what are we talking about? Sex?
We can talk about there's no
There's no ifs, ands, or
no
buts.
game plan here, man. You talk about whatever you want.
Oh, okay, good. Well, good. I got a couple of thoughts.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor at all.
Doing that. We have Arnold here
Man, I
now.
love
I wish he was here, you know?
Yeah.
Arnold.
I think Arnold was a mother. He was probably a little bit of a motherfucker.
Who?
Arnold.
To who?
Well, I heard this story. I told you, Anthony, but it's like a legendary story about Stop or My Mom or Shoot. Do you know about this?
I know the movie. Wait, Stop or My Mom Will Shoot is Stallone.
Yeah. Do you ever hear this story about
No,
why
no.
that movie happened?
No?
So they gave the script to Arnold, and Arnold went, "This is the worst script I've ever read in my life.
Uh-huh.
Tell Sylvester's people that I'm gonna do it." So then Sylvester's people fought
Oh, man.
to get him that movie,
Yo.
and then they just whatever, and then it was the one of the biggest bombs of his career.
That's so funny. That only makes Arnold that much better. This man is a complete hero, dude. Arnold's one of the greatest people we've ever had on this planet. It's not. It's not even close. Like, he's so far ahead of most mortal men. It's not even funny. Tell Stallone's people I'm gonna do it. So that Stallone's somewhere just doing push-ups, eating tuna. Like,
Yeah.
well, we gotta do it.
Well, we want it. Fight me. I want that movie.
Ooh.
And then he got Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Estelle Getty.
Which people hate. I kind of love that movie.
I love that movie.
It's in retrospect, it's a fun little. First of all, Estelle Getty is amazing.
Yeah.
Such a cute little woman, so funny, and it's like, yeah, that movie. It's a fun time, but I love that that's how it came to be. Ego, pure ego.
Pure ego.
A guy literally just nothing but abs. It's like, I need to be in Stop, or my mom. Arnold's
Or
a
My Mom
fucking
Will Shoot.
hero, dude.
Yeah. I don't even know that Stallone ever read it.
No.
I think he was just like, oh, no, it's him or I on this.
You know what's funny? Stallone still hasn't read it. He's done it. He has no idea what the words are in it. He
Yeah.
just did it. They were like, Stallone, say this. And he went, Mom, no. And, I've only seen pieces of that movie, to tell you the truth.
You've seen it. Everyone's seen it.
I've seen pieces of it. I can picture them in a car together, and she's like, she can't see over the wheel, right?
Yeah.
That is one. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the scene. Well, I think it's like those movies. Like, you don't see them all the time.
Yes.
You know, so you see them once when you were a kid, and now it's been so long since you've seen it again. So it's like, yeah, I can't remember all the details. But if I
Yeah.
saw it again now,
Yeah.
I would be very excited to see it.
I would watch it, yeah. I
You know
would
what
sit through it.
crossover I want to see? Stop or My Mom or Shoot versus Throw Mama from the Train.
Oh, yeah.
I love Throw Mama from the
See
Train, man.
I think that's a classically
So wait
great
a minute.
movie.
So
Both grandmas fighting.
Yeah.
But stop, or my mom will throw you from the train.
Stop or my mom will shoot you and you'll fall from the train and the horses will eat your body.
That's very long, but we can go with it. Red Dead. But yeah, that'd be good. Danny DeVito and Sylvester Stallone.
What was Throw Mama from the Train? What was it? It was like two brothers who were trying to kill their mom?
Danny DeVito,
Yeah.
from what I remember, he hated his mom.
Yeah.
And his big plan was to throw that lady right off the train.
The Goonies. It was the Goonies lady, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
She was, because I remember the first scene, she's so mean.
Yeah.
Because they really got to justify
Yes, killing
this
a mother.
guy killing his mom.
Yes.
Throwing her from
Yeah.
a train.
Yeah.
Which might not even kill you, honest to God.
No.
You've been on an Amtrak.
True.
You would just hit the ground and roll and then be in some weird town.
No, I agree. Yeah, that fate worse than death, being in Rye, New York.
I'm 30 miles away from Schenectady?
Yeah,
What am I going to do here?
What the hell am I going to do in Oniasa?
Co-host?
I don't have a ticket back.
That's hilarious. I got to walk back.
She's an older woman, and she was a little roly-poly.
Yeah.
So I think with someone like that, you throw them off the train,
Mm-hmm.
and bones are more brittle.
Yeah.
And the roly-poly nature,
Mm-hmm.
I think and if there's a hill, they're going right down that thing.
There was a few titles. I don't know if you. There was a few titles that they had to like pass
Yeah.
on first, which was put a bullet in mama's head, choke mama to death in her sleep,
Fuck mother until she's dead.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
poison mother.
Just straight up poison mother.
suplex mama off the Empire State Building. There's a couple. Yeah, decapitate dad.
Yep.
With
Those are
mom.
fun. With mom.
Yeah. Killing my mom in cold blood, and maybe you should think about
Have you
it.
ever thought about killing the woman that brought you into this world? The movie.
Yep, siding with dad.
Then War of the Roses. That was another fun one.
Yeah.
What was that about? Danny DeVito.
War of the Roses. What is this?
Danny DeVito was trying to fuck somebody's wife.
Yes.
Who's not?
Kathleen Turner.
Catherine Turner, something.
So you want to fuck somebody's wife? I'm dead serious. Somebody else's wife. You know what I mean?
I
They
used
take the
to
ring off. You get
more when I
hard.
was younger.
trying to think whose wife I want to fuck.
Not anymore, because now I feel that I think when you
You all right?
No, he's vomiting.
well,
Almost fucking fully fell apart.
I had to wolf down that salad.
Nothing but onions.
Did
you get? I'm going to nothing but onions. You guys need anything?
they got leaves today too.
Onion Coke.
What we were saying?
Cheating on having sex
Yes.
with another man's wife.
I think as you get, I don't know, I find this with myself. As you get older, I'm so happy in my life and my apartment, and the idea of disrupting that for another person, I'm not as interested in. But when I was younger, gladly, definitely.
Yeah. Take what you want.
Yeah.
Take what you want. You don't realize what that's
The
going to be
world
about.
the world is mine.
Yeah.
I think every relationship should be open, though. I think everyone should be able to. I mean, the idea that sex is.
Yeah.
That's why that prostitution. It's like, of course, this should be an option. Oh, my wife. Hey, I want to fuck you. You don't want to fuck me? Cool. I'm gonna go buy one. I'm gonna go buy one over there, and then come back. It's like you see all these Instagram models. Everyone's too horny now. I'm too horny all of the time.
The thing with the
Just
Instagram
24/7
models is
horny.
like, a lot of them are so fake that if you did see them in your life, you'd be like, ugh. You'd rather jerk off to the picture is what I'm saying. Not that they'd be like hideous people, but they're
Sure.
so overproduced
Yeah.
that you
It's like
would.
a Michael Bay movie.
It's a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, woman's ass presented by Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Explosions. There's cum everywhere, but then you get there and you're like, oh, this is just an ass.
But I saw this butt in the coffee shop the other day.
Yeah.
Because the problem with the Instagram models is it's making everyone have to be hot all the time. And the technology of hot is too crazy. These yoga pants are too nuts. It's all the fucking time. I see this butt the other day, and my eyes went red, and I was like, I gotta like, I didn't want to jerk off to this lady, but I was like, I just gotta jerk off. I've become enraged with horniness.
Well, maybe they'll start putting places in buildings where you can. You know, because
yes,
I think it's just
like a WeWork.
Like a WeWork.
We
yeah,
jerk.
very-
We jerk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
WeJerk is big.
It was right there. Free coffee, free water. Get an iced coffee and beat your dick right. What'd you see down there, fella? I'll tell you what I saw as soon as I get out of there.
Drains in every room.
Drains beating straight up into a drain, like a shower drain.
This thing
you
looks like
kneel,
a
you kneel down,
bathhouse.
and you beat off into a shower drain.
Yeah.
I stopped following.
You just gotta talk over him.
What did I do?
I would never.
Oh, now I'm being too loud.
No.
Go ahead. But that's like a thing. You have to. We're screamers.
Yeah, we're all yellers
But
here.
Anthony, he'll. Never mind. I was just trying to be funny. Moving right along.
That's okay. No. I'm loving the flow, man.
Yeah. Give me WeWork.
I
We jerk.
forgot.
We jerk.
No, I did forget. I think
Yeah.
somebody said something that was similar and just as funny. So let it go.
But this brings back to my idea of artistic sexual art.
Oh, he's really
Right?
big on this, Nathan.
We go to a WeWork where it's We Jerk. Like there's different things you can stick your dick into. You know what I mean? Like a lot of different. I want to get into sexual artistic stuff. I don't know what that means. but
Really
help me find
present
it.
this to Nathan because he's
I'm
never
trying to
heard
figure it out.
So I think
I'm
it would
listening.
be helpful to have Nathan's input on this.
I'm
Yes,
listening.
you go to a museum. You go to
It'll surprise you.
yeah. You go to a museum.
Like you want a statue with a pussy.
That'd be great.
That's not bad, right?
That'd be great.
Like a Mona Lisa with a fleshlight attached to
Or
it.
just more sexual places you can go to, like a bunch of real dolls, and you go, you fuck these exactly like a Madame Tussauds, but you do more like sexual theme parks.
They tried to open
gym.
in Toronto. They tried to open a robot brothel. Well, sex doll brothel.
They got one in Vancouver.
Yeah, Toronto tried to do it, and I think they shut it down. But that makes sense.
Did it
You can
go
just
to-
fuck a doll.
Yeah, that seems fun.
Yeah,
Little place, come, you're on the road.
we really, if we're going this far, just legalize prostitution. Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? What the fuck are we doing? We're fucking plastic. I'm not against it,
Yeah.
but if you're gonna do that, just get people involved too. Why are we? What is this fucking? Yeah.
Don't lose track. You're good. Say the chorus.
if we're gonna go robots and be
Yeah.
like, this is fine, and I'm not against. Why I'm kind of against sex robots, but I'm not against like a fuck doll or whatever.
Sure.
But just get the people involved too. There's places that do it.
Prostitution should be 100% legal. It's your body. Oh, I should have the right to do it on my body. Like fuck people for money? Sure, of course. Why are we not doing that?
The only thing I've
I'm
ever
trying to make
heard,
money off this thing, you know?
your body.
Yeah.
I wonder what you could get.
Anyone.
What do you think we're worth?
Me?
Yeah.
As a
Oh,
famed
that's
podcaster,
interesting.
As
I can bring in more than most.
What do you think? What do you think somebody charge you to fuck
I think
for an hour?
This is a great question.
I could charge $200
An hour.
an hour to like after like if you instead of buying merch you'd fuck me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could charge. I think I could get $200.
$200
I probably
for
could get
an
more.
hour.
I think I could get more.
Wow. Okay.
You got to stay hard.
I don't know. I go till I come, and I'll go down on you for the rest.
No, well, what if? I guess they'd kind of want you. This is one of the tough things about being a man. You got to get hard, stay hard, and not come
For
$200.
Well, if I'm a real prostitute,
Yeah.
like if I'm one of those like dancing bear guys, maybe. But that's not why you're fucking me. You're fucking me because I'm funny.
I got
so
you.
you're gonna get a funny experience.
That's what I. Okay. That was
so,
my question.
So $200 to fuck Greg, and you'll do everything they want.
I don't know. No.
What's
you don't
your
get
standard
points.
hour? Run me down the hour.
Yeah. What do you do?
What?
What's the hour look like?
I walk in.
Okay.
I do a half hour on getting to know you. You know, it's like orientation.
This is great.
Yeah.
This is great because the best sex is the kind of sex where you're connecting.
See, so I ask, I go, here's my checklist. What are the things you like? Tell me what the things you like.
Yeah.
And then I do the opposite because I'm trying to bring to them an experience they've never had before.
Right.
So if they say I don't like it, I go, well, that's what I'm going to do because I'm going to get you to like it. Right? And what do I like? Body painting. You know, I paint where I'm going to shoot my jisms.
Uh-huh.
And then I hit it every mark, every time. A lot of those things.
Now, do
I
you give
also go
them-
through my sexual harassment policy.
Very good. Now you give them options when you come out of the gate. Do you know what I mean? Like I have this body painting package.
Yes.
Obviously, the sexual harassment policy is throughout. But then, I've got the gizmo package.
Yeah. Different gizmos.
I've got different
What
gizmos.
gizmos you got?
Yeah. I've got the gymnast package.
Mm.
Do
Yeah.
you offer those, or is it a straight deal?
Well, I would definitely do. I would do characters. So, which character do you want? Do you want Wabe? Do you want Ray Romano? Because I could do Ray Romano for the full hour.
Uh-huh.
Some ones I can't do. Like some are hard on my voice.
Yeah.
That's right. If I can't do jerky voice too long, my throat hurts.
Yeah, you get 5 minutes on that.
Yeah.
And then it's extra money.
Yeah. How much you guys think you could get? How much you think you can get? How much you think you could bring in?
I mean, well, in the same kind of vein, I'm going in there and I'm catering to you. You know what I mean? I'll
Yeah,
tell you
yeah.
this: first thing I'm doing though, I walk in there and I'm putting your feet in my mouth. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna explain to you what else we do here, but your feet are in my mouth. So I kind of
It's like when the waiter brings bread. I don't even ask. I just put it
Yeah,
on the table.
yeah. Right in my mouth.
Man.
And then
Or like
I
when
go-
the waiter brings a full chicken.
Yeah.
Hot out the gate. I
2
love
feet
it.
right in your
2
mouth.
feet right in.
And then
man.
I explain, what we're willing to do here, which
Yeah.
is, I mean, I'm pretty much into anything other than no blood. I can't.
Yeah, blood's not a thing.
None of that.
you mean a period?
None of that. But also, there's
Oh.
some people. No, I'm not. I mean, no. I did that one time in my life unknowingly, and never again.
I'll do blood for someone I know and love. Like if she's on her period, I'll have sex with her. Won't go down on her because that's how coronavirus started. I don't know if you know that. Monkey blood. So you don't want to be getting blood going in the mouth.
Well, see, I wasn't even talking about, even though I am
Gain
now
their
with
strength, but-
period blood, but I was talking about like blood. Some people that like cut. I don't want to do that.
No, I'm not opening a vein.
Oh,
but
I see what you mean.
Feet in my
No,
mouth,
no.
and then we'll do kind of whatever you want. But I mean, me personally, if you're gonna, I could talk to you. I'm pretty charismatic. But 200, $150. You get 1 hour. You do what you want.
Do what you want.
Yeah, you choose.
But that's the thing. Even as a prostitute, you don't have to do everything they want. You can still have lines. You're like, yeah, you're not putting anything in my ass. I have that saved for friends and
Yeah.
family. It's a friends and family deal.
I think that's probably also some hookers that prostitutes that end up in a dumpster. You know what I mean? They walk into a room. They're like, "Here's what you can't do," and the guy's like, "Well, here's what I'm gonna do," and then they murder them and throw them out of a second-story window of a Motel 6.
That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I would definitely say you can't murder me.
Can't murder me. See, there you go.
Yeah.
Your feet are in my mouth, and I'm going, "Don't murder me."
Yeah.
And I got you on camera now. You're fucked. You're federally fucked now. I
Yeah.
said what you don't do. But other than that, I mean,
What do you? How much
Yeah,
do you bring in?
I offer the same similar package to Greg and yourself with conversation up front. The feet in the mouth is so strong. That's your trademark, so I'll never.
it's
do
a
that.
hard open.
What I do differently is I do similar to if you go on like a roller coaster ride at a theme park. You do get a photo afterwards.
Yeah, of course. Of course, their hands up.
That's funny.
Their hands up.
Yeah.
But yeah, standard rate $100 because lots of nights. It's not so much that I'm not in the mood sexually. I'm just not in the mood to talk.
Yeah.
So I'm in and out. Whereas like you guys are, you're right there with people. But there are nights I can slack.
You don't have to. Yeah, but you don't have to talk, and that it's whatever your experience.
Even
is.
this though, you saw, if I get drowsy, if I haven't eaten, I have a delicate ecosystem in
Yeah,
here.
sure.
I would say as a man, we have to talk too. And this is all of us, and I'm not attacking any of us.
Yeah.
As men with not rock hard,
Oh, sure.
6'5" bodies.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
of
I think a lot of what we're gonna do is somebody could pay us an hour just to stand there and jerk off while we talk to them or listen to them.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna bring the movie screeners with me. So
Great.
as you're fucking, you're also seeing a movie that's in theaters.
Oh, yeah.
Like when you're on an airplane. It's like, yeah, this is uncut gems. You're having sex, but also you can watch Adam Sandler's performance.
Yeah.
You gotta charge $250 for that.
Oops, sorry.
Charge $250 for that. I
Yeah.
think there's no reason to not add the $50.
I think so.
It's
then-
a full movie package.
And
Yeah.
I also offer this where, because a lot of people don't like eating vegetables.
Sure.
Now, what I'll do is I will dip my tongue in a juice, and then I'll go down on you with that tongue.
Wow.
And that's a straight shot in your body.
Wow.
Full of nutrients.
Green grass. It's a green grass shot.
It's a thing doctors rarely talk about, and it is that if nutrients from a vegetable
Yeah.
go directly inside of your body cavity,
Yeah.
you get all of the nutrients.
do.
It's like Shang Tsung effect from Mortal Kombat. You suck up the nutrients.
It's the Sung effect, man.
yes, yes.
Another thing that happens too, because a woman's insides is very much like a garden, and let's not say you don't grow some tomatoes in there, something like that.
You trying to grow a tomato in a woman's pussy?
If they'll have it,
If they'll have it.
if that's
I mean, it's
all,
more
that's
than an
their.
hour. It's gonna take more. That's gonna take like a whole summer sector.
Guess what? On the house. That is the implantation.
Oh,
There's
use
an
an implanter.
implantation charge, much like a credit card fee. But the rest of that is on you.
It's gonna end like Alien. Some way he's gonna have a sprout coming out of her belly.
Depends on they have to get tested before this.
I'm
obviously.
going one more. I'll clean your house.
Tested for
Oh,
what?
you're gonna clean the house?
As I'm fucking, I'll clean your house.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? Now it's $200 though.
This is all happening at the merch table after a show.
Well, no. This is the breakdown. Yes, this is the breakdown. Here's what we'll do. Your feet are going right in my mouth.
And they
I'll
also
do whatever
have
you
buttons.
want. And take a button, but I'll clean your house while we're fucking. I don't know what the problem. I'm wiping the counters. I'm pounding you. I mean, it seems like a pretty good deal. $200.
Isn't that crazy? Thing? Like, hey, here's my album is $10. Album poster $20.
Yeah.
I'll fuck you for $300.
I think
People
it's
are
great.
paying it.
I think it's great.
You ever been into a strip club that has that thing?
What?
I went in a strip club in Canada, and they had a thing on the wall
Yeah.
that
So
was
what?
prices, hand job, blow job, sex.
Canada.
What
That
town?
you're allowed
What-
to do, I don't
what-
get how you're allowed to
what
do that
town
in
in
Canada.
Canada is this?
That was
by the way?
that was Moncton, New Brunswick, the
okay.
Maritimes, and you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, man. Anything goes in Moncton. What are you nuts?
Everything goes in Moncton. Harsh winters, pure anal with a woman who has a kid. But yeah, it was very weird to see. It was
Montreal has it.
yeah, in some
Montreal had a
places.
massage place that
Yes.
said it was like $900 with a hand job, and I was like, "You're not going to go to jail for that? Is that the law? You can do whatever?"
Montreal's a much different situation. It's sort of like a we see it, but nah type of deal. As long as you keep it classy. I mean, you could fuck some of those people. Like some of that is
Really?
straight up. Yeah, you can
Not
get
against the law, or they
it's
just
not
turn
that
their
it's.
cheek.
You think that's kind of
It's
what
like
it is.
weed here.
Sure. Yes, exactly. Because Montreal's like, look, we're open, we're free, we're all hot. I know you want to fuck him, you want to fuck him.
Yeah.
You can't do it, but if you start off as a massage and it leads to fucking, most massages lead to fucking anyway. What's the problem?
But the sign is what makes it like.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I mean, the sign is like we're bold faced,
Absolutely.
right in your face, being like, "Hey, we're
It's
doing
it's
this."
just two tits covered in oil, and it's like, we will not fuck you, winky nipple.
No, the sign said hand job.
Out front?
I'm pretty sure.
Wow, fuck.
Maybe
Well, that's
not.
okay. I mean, I could see that.
I, don't
I
know.
thought they would have to do like they do with drugs, where they use like
code words.
yeah, code words. Yeah.
Yeah. You want some ceiling fans?
I like that one. What's a ceiling fan?
That's when you spin around in a circle and lick someone's butt.
Jesus.
It's kind of like
Like
a Wheel
you're-
of Fortune, like
a lazy Susan?
Yeah. It keeps going around. Then your tongue lands on the
Ah,
butthole.
ah,
Bankrupt.
ah,
Womp,
ah.
womp. Yeah, it's none of that. That's the move.
Sounds like a good time,
Yeah, I don't know. That's fun. I wonder what prostitution should be legal. It's crazy. It's not.
You know, the only thing I've ever heard, in all seriousness, because I always thought, yes, it should be legal. It should be legal. The only thing I've ever heard against it being legal was from former prostitutes who were like, here's what can happen if it's legalized. Criminals, men that are already animals right now and force women to do certain shit will do that same thing, but now they're kind of under the protection of the law. So yes, it'll be legal, but is the woman who's doing it actually a person that wants to do it, or is she being pushed out by a pimp who now can be like, well, it's legal?
See, I would imagine, I don't know how laws work, but if it was legal, well, now it's regulated. So it's like hey, are you a prostitute who's being forced to do this?
Yeah.
You have a number to call. But right now,
Yes.
they don't have a number to call. They're being forced to do it, and there's nowhere to go.
They could technically, well, because it's against the law, they could technically call somebody, same as if it was legal.
Yeah.
But there's no saying that this fucking psycho doesn't go to prison and then Cape Fear your ass and get out and murder you. You know what I mean? Like,
and I think the chances of that are the same as like kidnapping. It's like, well, it's like they could just kidnap you or kill, like the mob shit. It's like, yeah, they're probably gonna do it anyway. But I think if they feel safe,
Yeah.
there's gonna be less sex trafficking. There's gonna be less stigma. So I think without the stigma, now you have people who would want to do it just because, like weed. People used to not smoke weed because they were like, no, it's drugs, it's bad, right? But now that it's legal, people are like, oh, it's not so bad. I don't feel so bad. Cops aren't as angry about it.
Totally.
So if you're a prostitute and it's totally cool, you might be someone who's doing it because it's like, oh, I can pay for college, and it's not looked down upon.
no, totally. But again, the only there's very good, and there's the other side of it too is like, you know how like let's say some restaurant, right, will pay a waiter 48 cents.
Yeah.
And you got to work fucking 17 hours to make a goddamn dollar.
Yeah.
They can do the same thing if it's legal with prostitution. Now you're sitting in a room waiting to be fucked, and you basically live in that room until you know what I mean? It's not. It could still be a seedy thing that's now legal on the outside, but the people that run it are still bags of shit. Was all that this prostitute was saying in this article that I read, and I was like, oh shit! I guess because I'm in the same boat. I was like, if you make it legal, it's all good. But she was like, no, because it could still be there's good and bad.
Because if it's illegal, you could just be doing it on your own.
Yeah.
But if it's legal, you might have to register with a company.
Yeah.
And then this company fucks you, and then you're tied to that company.
Yeah.
You know what they were saying? We were in Denver, and they were like, they legalized weed, and they were like, oh, and then there was a giant influx of like homeless people and scumbags who just came here for the weed, and so then it took them a ton of money to get those people helping fixed and cleaned, and it was like it almost ate up all the weed money, and so I don't know where they're at now.
It's gonna be
It got better now.
It'll be a lot of middle-aged dads lying about a business trip. Influx in that town.
We should find out. Well, I don't want to do an investigative report, but there is
Why
that
not?
in
Rad
Nevada it's
Dudecast
legal.
or Rad
Parts-
Dudecast, Eye on the World.
on the world in parts of Nevada, right? Isn't it so weird that it's not legal in Vegas?
It's not legal in Vegas.
How
It's
crazy is
a
that?
lie that they fed us as
Yeah.
people, right?
What happens in
Yeah.
Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah.
Of course it does because it's all legal. There's nothing illegal happening here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll go to a craps table. Big fucking deal. I got to drive 40 miles into the desert like goddamn Nicky Santoro to fuck a lady on a piece of cactus. Insanity.
So
Yeah.
wait, so it's legal in Nevada but not Vegas?
What's
Is
that
what it is?
state called? No, I know Nevada, but the county.
Reno?
No, the
Vegas
it's
County?
called like Trent County, Stark
Oh, I don't
County,
know.
some shit, whatever.
Well, it's where that Bunny Ranch is.
Yes, exactly. But that's in the same county as
Hucks County. It's a county that sounds like sex. It's like Free Sex County.
Yeah.
It's something weird.
Yeah,
Rumi's
it's-
on it, I think.
it's something. But anyway, so in
Rumi's
that
been on it.
Vegas is not in the Vegas is like, nope, we don't do it. But outside of here, you can pound a woman to death. Have you ever talked to anybody that's been to a bunny ranch, by the way?
No, I'd love to.
Okay, here's what happens. And again, this is the whole like legal side of the thing. There's a clock on the wall.
Oh, that's stressful.
And exactly, that's what the guy told me. He's like, man, you're sitting there. First of all, a woman will barely look you in the eyes because it's a job. It's a job.
Yeah.
So she's
That's
just
no fun.
That's not fun.
Yeah, it's
and
not
also,
fun.
you're probably not getting her feet in your mouth. You know what I mean?
Well, no way.
So what's the point of this? I can't
Definitely
come.
not sticking some celery up in her.
Yeah, oh, good God, you're not bringing a goddamn radish into this woman's ass.
There's
But
people who are good at their band, good at your job and bad at their job. Like you could just that's why they have in the Bunny Ranch. You could meet them at the bar. You gotta meet someone you kind of click with. You can have some fun. It's like
I like that.
like a type of comedian.
I like this
Yeah.
too.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's like, hey, she'd be into this. I don't feel bad.
Totally.
You don't want to go with someone who goes hi, and I'm like, hello. It's
Yeah.
like, fuck me, $1,000, and
Yeah.
then it doesn't look at you. It's like, no, I want someone who's like, oh no, I love doing this. I just love the stage
Yeah,
time.
we're,
You know what I mean?
we're clicking. There's a
Clicking.
vibe here. We're
Yeah.
having some fun. I like it. It's like I think she might be a little into it as well. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
We should also have 10 minutes of Netflix searching.
Yes.
What do you want? What do you want to watch? Comedy, drama, and then so an hour 10, but the first 10 is just searching for something. But he was like, this woman looked this way, and there's a clock, and he's just staring at the clock like, holy fuck, this is so. And there's an announcement: 10 minutes left,
Wrap
5
her
minutes
up.
left. Yeah,
Wrap her up.
come, buddy. Just
They should do
big
it.
fat
hard.
dude in a white beater in the front.
They should do it like the Hunger Games, where that sound things comes on, and then they show a tribute who just came.
Yeah. They throw condoms in. Ruby, what do you got for me on the
Earl.
search? Oh. Mound County?
No,
I wonder how
it's-
much the
it's-
Bunny Ranch costs.
Couple $100.
1,000?
Clark County.
Clark
That's what it is.
County.
Clark County.
Maybe not.
Yeah, Clark County.
Clark County.
What?
Clark County, Georgia.
That's an interesting idea, though. This idea that maybe like you get into a fight with them for the hour because
Oh, I like it.
breakup sex. That's great sex. So
Yeah,
you
you're
know,
throwing-
the first 45 minutes is a big fight.
Yes. How about this then? Right before that,
love it.
you get some pictures together. And then like,
oh,
you remember
yeah.
this fucking time throwing dishes? I always loved you. I always loved you too. And then the last 15 is just hardcore baby oil covered sex.
That's what I want.
Yes.
I want a brothel place
Great.
that has different rooms for
Yeah.
different situations.
Uh-huh.
So this
Yes.
room is a kitchen, and you can smash all the dishes. You have a shotgun. You can shoot the TV. It's fine. But then you have sex afterwards.
What about a car? What about the front seat of a car?
Front seat of
And
a
you're
car.
on the way to a
Front seat of a
movie,
car.
and
Like
she's like,
that.
"Why don't you park here?" And you're like, "I can't park there."
Like Pulp Fiction, like that
Yes.
restaurant where they come
Yeah.
to the sit in
Yes,
the car.
yes.
I love
Yes.
that.
And you're just screaming at each other about traffic. I told you to get into this lane. I can't fucking go. There's a fucking truck on that, and then you fuck each other in the car.
I'd say one room is an MMA squared circle. It's a wrestling ring where you're trying to
yeah.
wrestle this girl,
Mhm.
and that turns into sex.
How about this? In that same vein, how about you're one of the guys, right? You're an MMA fighter, UFC
Yeah.
fighter, and you're about to fight another guy. But then the ring girl,
Comes in.
the card girl, comes
Yeah.
in, and you go, "Oh my god!" You guys lock eyes, and you go, "Fuck you!" You throw the fight.
Well, the other guy goes, "Hey, I think something's happening here. I'm gonna step out."
like-
So he loses. he throws the fight, and then you pound the ring girl in
Yeah.
front of screaming fans.
about.
That's not bad.
Also, imagine you went to go see a comedian,
Mm-hmm.
and you went to their merch table, and it said $400. I could fuck. I can fuck John Panette for
Well, he's dead.
$1,300. I'd pay that price.
I wonder who would pay it. I mean, there's definitely some people you can think of who could charge. For
Yeah.
sure. I think a Theo Vaughn could charge.
Theo
I think a
Von.
D'Elia could charge. But I mean, I wonder. You know
we can
what?
all charge because people love us because we're funny.
Why don't we test it out? I'm not even fucking around. Why don't we test it out?
Yeah.
After a couple of shows, honest to God, you go, "Here's my album," and also look at that. look at this number.
What's this guy? What's this guy over here?
$80 will suck your clit.
The club, must,
wrong with
the club must have done this.
They really work me around here, you know. I got 2 more shows.
You can suck my dick for $6.
$6. Look for
And
this
the prices
club,
are dropping. Our prices are insane.
$5, $4, $2, $2 free. You just take it out. But I wonder, give it a shot. I wonder what people would say.
Now,
Yeah,
here's my question.
$100.
Now, is this open or is it just is it a women only thing? Because you put that deal on the table, and I know this doesn't bother
Price
a man.
goes up for a man.
there you go.
16 grand. I look at you. I give you once over, and I go, "This sweaty piece of shit. That's going to be $8,000."
Well, I guess it would be, but that also could be a woman too. You look at her and you go, "Let me tell you something, honey. We got to up this price."
Yeah, maybe you go. Prices may vary.
Prices may vary.
Card
Prices may
and
vary.
card subject to change. I might not even be there. You might get Harumi when you get
You
in the
might
room.
get the feature. The guy that did 6 minutes is coming in to do another 6. So women, man, what about transsexual women? You know what I mean? Big tits, hot
Free.
dicks.
I gotta try that.
that.
That's like
Free.
Halloween.
Free. I get you.
I'll pay you, and there you are, right back in the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a well. Here's the thing: where we're gonna get in trouble is prostitution technically is illegal. So just having that number, they can draw us up. But on that same vein, Tita said for comedy, I'm pretty much allowed to do anything. So then this counts as like she's like for comedy, she's like, right, I can say what I want. It's all in the geist of comedy. So I'm like, Tita, this is part of me making money. This is part of who I am. You gotta let me fuck these stagehands.
What if it's just selling getting jerked off? Like somebody looking at your dick. What about that? I think people pay to see your dick.
Yeah.
I think most people would just pay to see your dick. Tell you the truth.
75 cents. You could take a look at this thing.
75 cents.
5 seconds.
I won't do
Get 5
change because I don't like to carry change. So the guy go with $1.
Very fair. It's very fair.
Yeah.
What?
Or you can Venmo 75.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's obviously. Oh, it's Venmo.
Oh, Venmo.
I take Square.
Cash or Venmo.
Yeah, yeah. You can get around that thing the way museums do, where you just a suggested donation.
Suggested
not
donation.
bad.
Yeah, just like a trip to the Met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sit on my face. You decide how much. And I'm right here.
Most people do 5, but up to you.
Suggested donation to allow me to see if my dick fits in your vagina. We're just seeing if it fits. Rapidly.
Over and over and over again.
Yeah,
Until it becomes smaller.
Anthony and I we were in Denver, and we went into this Adam and Eve store.
Oh, right.
Sex shop?
Yeah.
It was a sex shop. We were like, just walk in, check it out. Also, we were way too comfortable. It was crazy. We walked in. I was like, dude, look at this fucking fleshlight. He's like, I think I'm not getting it. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go check out these things. This woman comes over.
Came in the mail yesterday.
You got one?
I got
you
one.
got
You
it?
ordered
Yeah.
a fleshlight?
Yeah.
How? Do you have used it?
No, not yet.
You ordered a fleshlight?
Yeah, I did.
What's it come like in a box? What's
I got
it look
one.
like?
I got to run right in there.
Come on.
I got to move all that shit to get it.
Why couldn't we have done
Let
this?
Anthony get
Why
to it.
couldn't we have done this podcast with 3 fleshlights on us the whole time? You know what I mean?
I'm talking about
Yeah,
sexual
man.
art. It's sexual
yes,
art.
that's
Oh,
sexual
okay.
art.
All right, yeah.
3 men casually talking while they're having fucking sex with a light.
I want to get
That's
one that
the
hooks up
future,
to my
man.
pants. So when I'm walking, I'm talking, I'm shaking, I'm jagging, I'm coming.
Or we can put the cameras here and
Yeah.
you just walk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, hey man,
Two
Clark
different-
County, right?
Yeah. 2 different shows.
So what's it look like? Sorry, what's a box like?
Well, so far it's just in the Amazon box. I haven't
It's an
opened
Amazon
it
box.
yet.
Okay.
How did you not rip it open immediately? You're 2 things that are driving me crazy. 1, if I get any kind of package, I lose it. 2, there's a package I can fuck. That's the greatest gift you could give me.
So have you used yours?
Yes, once a month.
And is it a good time?
Well, let Anthony finish, then we'll get back and
Okay.
I'll tell you.
I'm pretty much done. I mean, that's all I
No,
got. in the
you're not
so
done.
far.
There's a bunch of questions I have.
Oh, cool.
And I
Which
want to
one-
know about Adam and Eve too. But yeah, what's the?
I got the one. I got the one for stamina. So not only can I get off, but I could also improve my performance.
And what's there glass in that to make you not come as quick?
I-
Like what? How could they make? You know what I mean? Ow! Like how could they make it? How could they? The stamina would come from fucking more, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, I have no idea.
There's
That's-
fire in it.
it's
2
just
Zippo lighters go off on the sides,
They just put a
burning
label
your
on it.
cock.
They put a label on it that means nothing.
Exactly. This is exactly what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Stamina. What the fuck are we talking about?
Totally. I just got totally swindled, and
Yeah.
I'm fine
What's
with
it look
Fine
like?
with
Can I see? Can you get a picture on your phone or something?
Oh,
I'm just
sure.
interested to
What
know.
a fleshlight looks like? You never
This
seen
one specifically, I kind of know what they look like.
You didn't get that vibrating one? That looked good. They said when the Adam Eve
Well,
store it also
I
vibrated.
read a
I'm
bunch
like,
of reviews, and
Yeah?
this one seemed to be the best one.
I also don't know if I want something that vibrates and could burn out on my dick.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
with you.
catch on fire on that.
Closes and your dick's just locked inside.
The
Tina! So what you've used it? It's a good time.
So I did a show. Paid or Pain, which
Oh,
was
yeah,
hosted
yeah.
by what's that?
Lisa
porn
Ann.
star? Lisa Ann, and she gave me hers.
Oh, where's this?
It's in there, but my closet it's blocked.
Got you.
It just looks like a standard flashlight, but it's of her vagina.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna be honest, I'm sure it feels the exact same as every other fucking one of these things.
She would hate to hear that, but sure.
Well, she just does it because it's her branding.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Because it's still rubber.
It looks kind of like an ice cream cone.
Jesus
Yeah. So
Christ.
let's keep talking. Yeah, that's what I got. I got one that looks the exact same.
When you take a vagina off of a woman, what a disgusting piece of
Yeah,
shit.
think about what a dildo is. It's a severed cock.
But they don't make it like, look at this pink lip. Like they try to make this part say, hey, it looks like a pussy. You're like, why? Just make it all gold. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
So-
Holy fuck. Do you see that?
I know.
That's horrific. Can you even see that on the camera?
No, you
No, it's
can't.
just a
All right.
blight.
Yeah.
That's horrible. That is horrible.
So I got this Lisa Ann one, and also Anthony, make sure you use lubrication. I could see you. I know you too well. Don't just try to go in there raw. It's gonna rip the skin off your.
I
thing.
got ketchup.
That's the stamina aspect. Catch up. Condiments. We're going through a lot of condiments in the house, Anthony.
I actually,
Goddamn right we are. Making sandwiches all over the place.
For fun once, I put a condom on and had sex with it just to see what the adventure would be like. It was great. It's like, oh, this is crazy. It feels like I'm having sex with a strange lover.
Ooh.
Yeah, because in New York they used to give you all these free condoms.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, I'm gonna try this with my fleshlight. It's crazy. It's great, but the back twists on and off, which will improve for suction. It makes it tighter and not.
Dear.
Make sure you find your zone.
Okay.
It's a little. I mean, what I like to do is I jam it in the side of my bed, and then I have this I have my iPad on like this thing here.
Yeah.
This holds onto my iPad.
I would assume
Holy
and it
yeah.
goes right to my
Oh,
face.
So cool.
And then I
Ding, you're
Ding the
done.
bell again. Ding the bell again. Ding,
You're
and then
You're-
ding.
You're ready.
then I get real stoned, and then I fuck the shit out of everything in the house.
Wow.
I don't know. I told you I was doing the ultimate experience once.
No.
I do it. I don't do it too much. You can't use this thing every day.
What
Thanksgiving can't come every day.
That's funny.
The fleshlight is a
Thanksgiving.
once a month, once every 3 month thing. One, because man, cleanup is embarrassing. It's humiliating.
Yeah, you have to wash your own cum out of a fake pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot. To
Lisa
take.
Ann's.
Yeah.
You could almost email her every time and be like, you could make this easier.
You need a drain.
I imagine this thing gets you better in tune with what a woman goes through.
Yeah.
You know?
Go in and have to take their vaginas out and put them in the sink.
Exactly. Yeah. I've seen a woman do that. It's ridiculous. You left your pussy on the dishes again. My cum's in it.
So my birthday last year, it was this year.
The ultimate experience.
My
Here we go.
birthday this year.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, I just have to talk over it a little bit. So my birthday this year, I get the old jammer out, and I go, oh, so I'm gonna stick something on my ass, and I got a vibrator from a Spencer's somewhere, and I get the vibrator. I go, should I stick that thing in my butt? I got the.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I put the thing on my dick, and I'm doing like a rocking back and forth, like a real.
How big is this vibrator?
Very small, very little guy. But I tied a string to it because I was afraid it would go. I don't know if it was going to suck.
Oh my God. So you got a string tied to a vibrator in your ass. What's the string tied to?
The desk.
So just so that if it goes inside, you can just pull away.
I can run off.
Holy shit. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Well, I've seen too many people have a bad thing at the hospital.
Yeah.
I've been, like I need.
Sure.
You need an exit strategy. Go in with a plan, is what I'm trying to say.
Tie that light bulb to a dish rack
Yeah.
so you can pull out.
So I got the fleshlight.
Holy
I got the
fuck.
thing in my butt.
Yeah.
I'm stoned out of my brain. I got porn on a phone, on an iPad, on a computer. It's my birthday.
Different porn or all the same porn?
Different porn.
Holy fuck.
Full volume
Wow.
everything. It's
Wow.
my birthday. It's my birthday.
In this house?
It's in this room.
Oh
It's
my
birthday.
God. Okay, yeah.
It's my birthday.
Yeah. My birthday. You just keep saying my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday.
Yeah.
It's
You
my
gotta go
birthday.
all out.
Do you have three different porn sites, or is it all like Pornhub, 3 different videos?
It's Lobster Tube, 3 different videos.
Lobster Tube. Got you.
Yeah. I got everything cooking.
Can I ask one more question? I
Yeah,
apologize.
ask all the
I just want the
questions.
whole set.
Fully
what
naked.
What are the videos?
That I can't remember.
Okay.
But good stuff.
Got you.
I would imagine.
Let's
it's
just
good
get
stuff.
you got anal. You got a woman being severely pounded in the ass over here.
Yeah.
You got a guy being sucked to death in the middle.
I do a gay, I do a lesbian, I do a straight, and I like to
Wow.
ride through the rainbow. I like to see where I can go.
Two men or a man and a transsexual woman.
No, it goes straight porn,
Yeah,
trans porn,
got you.
gay porn. So you work your way over.
Wow.
You know
All
what I mean?
the full evolution.
Yeah.
The full evolutionary chart of man sex.
It's like a,
Yeah.
a sexual trip to Epcot.
It's a woman masturbating.
Yeah.
Then a guy fucking a woman.
Yep.
Then a trans fucking and then
Two men.
Then 2 men. Then one guy jerking off.
And then it comes back
Then a
around.
mirror.
And then,
to see what I've become.
And then the movie Hard Target, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Target.
Yeah. So I get going. I think I've already told this story, but I get going.
I haven't
I'm
heard it.
doing the thing.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, it's nerve. I'm like, this is the greatest of pleasures.
Jesus.
At that moment,
Uh-huh.
I feel a pain in my flank.
What's a flank?
Right here, left side.
Okay.
Kidney stone strike.
Oh my God.
I came, and then immediate
my.
kidney stone pain. I fell to the
right.
ground.
Oh my God.
I fell to the ground right where Dan is sitting.
Oh.
Screaming. I had to crawl. I had to crawl naked. I crawl naked
With a
from-
vibrator in your ass.
No, the string pulled it out. I crawl naked to the bathroom, pulling out the thing, throw myself into the bathtub because I'm like, I looked up to the sky and I went, not like this. Please, God, not like this.
This whole room.
I can't.
Porn is still just blaring.
Because I'm like, an ambulance is going to come, and I can't have him come in like this. So I say, if you're dying, you just get into that bathroom. I throw myself into the tub with my foot. I kick the water on as if I'm in some kind of erotic
Man.
bath. I just jam some drugs in my mouth, and it took the pain away.
Wow.
Laid there. Tita comes home.
Oh my God.
She goes. She sees it looks like a snail had walked through the house.
Jesus. Where did you come, by the way? In the fleshlight. So the fleshlight's just on the floor now, cum dripping out of it.
No, the cum's not dripping out of that. It's all the lube from the lube from the old
Vibrator.
From the vibrator.
Is the vibrator still vibrating? Is it still just like?
It's flopping on the ground.
Is that true?
No.
It turns off too. It just shuts off.
I shut it off. I had enough wherewithal.
Got you. And porn is still going or no?
Huh?
Porn is still going or no?
Yeah.
Hard Target's still on.
Well, that being said, what happened was I got into the bathtub, took the pills. The porn had all ended because it's about 5. You do 5 to 10 minute videos. And then I was just like, oh, this is like this. This is how I don't want to die. You know, some people. I hope I don't die in the toilet. I hope I don't die with a fleshlight on my dick, a stringed up vibrator in my ass, and transgender porn cooking in the office. As my wife finds me and goes, "Who is
ass
this
naked too?
Ass naked."
Tita comes up and goes, "Who was my husband?"
Just wrote a book. Greg, I've got a story.
Yeah, but that was the ultimate pleasure.
Wow.
And it was also crazy to be to have the greatest pleasure and followed by the worst pain.
Well, this is karma.
Immediately
You flew
after.
too close to the sun.
Yeah, you can't get. You have to. There's a neutrality in the world.
Yes, and
There's yin
you
and yang.
Yeah, and you found it hard.
And you did.
So that's the best you've ever come. You think that was the best?
It was the best experience of my life because
We're talking about a man who's married.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
yeah, I mean because to get through that kind of pleasure, then also to know that kind of pain it's the full. I lived my whole life in 20 minutes. It was an entire book. It was an entire book.
Can I ask you a kind of personal question here?
Yeah.
Do you ever get Tita to just jam a goddamn vibrator in your ass?
This isn't things we could talk about because I don't like to talk about Tita
okay.
on the thing.
Yeah, right.
But I will say we're working on it.
Wow. Working on it.
At some point, I'm gonna be like, Tita, you need to stick something on. I want to get one of those. I like to have these dildos that you put on your head.
Yeah.
What is that? We saw that in the sex shop, and I didn't know what that was.
They have like dildos, like a strap, like a CPAP machine. It straps to your
What
head.
is? What's that
For when
about?
you want to party, dude.
It's for when you want to party.
Yeah, all right.
I can actually tell you what it's
got
for. I think the move is one, you can fuck someone with your head, but if you're going down on a girl, like you're licking her, you can also put the thing in her there. But they also have one for a lap, so she can sit in your lap and fuck her on your lap. There's all type. They want like RVD. They want to get a dick from all angles. You know what I mean? I want to come in.
You're
a
talking
full
about
suit.
RVD?
Not RVD, RKO. I was
There we
thinking
go.
of. I want a dick coming
like
out
Rob
of every
Van Dam.
aspect of my life.
Gotcha.
I want a dick coming out of my shoulder, and you can sit on anything. Everything is like the buffalo. Everything can make you come. Every part of my body can make you come. So we go to this Adam and Eve store.
Yeah, here we go.
We go to this Adam and Eve store, and I'm going to buy this. I was going to buy this giant vibrator for Tita that was way too big. But I'm like, maybe I'll size this thing up. Who knows? I'm looking at it. The lady comes over, and she's like, can I help you? This lady had these, like, sharp, sexy fingernails. She was, like, an unbelievably hot woman who starts talking to me about vibrators. And I'm like, what do I do here? Is this cheating? This is already cheating. What is this? What? I mean, you need a real weird... You need... Frike. You need who should be selling these dildos in this Adam and Eve store? Because it was just the hottest woman I'd ever seen in my life. So I don't know. I was just like, I gotta go. We all gotta go.
I love those gaudy nails.
So gaudy.
Yeah.
I love it.
They're a turn
You know,
on,
yeah, I think I've told you guys both this before separately, maybe not together, definitely not on a podcast. You know, when I was 18, I found really hot, and it's sad because she passed away recently. Dog the Bounty Hunter's wife.
I'm with you.
Yo.
I'm 100% with you, man.
Gaudy fucking
Yeah.
nails. She had the fucking fingerless gloves, American flag tank top, massive tits,
Huge
a gun.
Yeah.
Big fucking blonde dyed hair. Like
Yeah.
everything about it was too much, too fast, too big. And at 18, I was
Yeah,
like, put
totally.
it on my face.
100%.
So into this goddamn.
100%
And everybody
into it.
made fun of me. Every friend was like, what are you, nuts? I'm like, I don't know, man. Look at her.
You know
She
what-
looks like somebody's like super hot.
Let me look her up as I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
Looks like somebody's mom who just came out of
Yeah.
the pool and was like, I just sucked all of your friends and I'm going to suck the rest of them. And look, and also, no offense to her or the dog. I mean
Totally.
this. But at the time, when I was 18, dead serious, I was like, yo, I'm very turned on by this woman.
Yeah, it almost made me want to commit a crime.
She was like Darlene Charlie
in
Parton-
in
I'm
Hawaii.
gonna go move to Hawaii and create crimes when they come in.
I gotta go Waikiki and then break the law and get a bounty on me. Buddy, imagine you're running from the law. Okay, you're running from the law. You got your foot in a bag of chips. You're drinking wild turkey and you're trying to hide from the cops. And in kicks the door. That you're like,
Oh, man.
fuck
Dream
me and
come
arrest
true.
me.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Holy shit! Arrest me and fuck me. Whichever version of this.
Tase me while I come.
Tase me. Fuck. Jam the taser in my ass. Yeah, I was.
She's
I
like
was.
Dolly Parton
Yes.
or every single wife in New Jersey
Yep.
who's had 3 kids who beat me up.
Yep. And for some reason, like when I go to Long Island sometimes,
Yeah.
you're right. Some of those women that come to the shows, gaudy as fuck.
Yeah.
Their skin is burnt
Yeah.
from tanning beds, and they look
Yeah.
like shit, but there's something about them where I'm like, God, it's
Yeah.
just like something, I don't know what it is.
I know we grew up around, that was a type of woman in
Yeah.
New Jersey, and like there's just women when I was a kid that I was like,
Yeah.
that woman is making me feel funny.
This woman-
So when I see her later on, I'm like,
Yeah.
that was all that.
I don't know. Your mom doesn't have that many friends that I know of, but she
Sure.
looks like someone
Yes.
who would definitely hang out with your mom.
100%.
Definitely go to her hair
She
salon.
might have come over my house when I was a kid, and I've always just fantasized
They
about
just
her
go,
the rest of my
Bounty
life.
hunter's wife's here.
Yeah, looking for your dad. Sorry. I don't know. Yeah. You know who I like, and I think I've mentioned this before,
Yeah.
but I'm a Gina Carano guy.
Oh
Can you
yeah,
get
I
me a-
love her.
Gino. Okay, did you see The Mandalorian?
No.
Did you? Don't get me out about it. Did
No.
you
I was just thinking
see-
about, I was trying to remember what that is. It's the Star Wars show that was on Disney?
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
an
no.
MMA fighter.
Oh, God, let me see this. Yeah.
She's in, what action movie is she in? Is she one of the Fast?
She was in the
movies?
Fast Furious movies. She was in Deadpool.
Right.
Now, here's the
Deadpool.
thing. This is her at her hottest.
Okay.
Okay, which is the best. But then she
That's
gets.
not what Craig
And
likes.
almost he was gonna say, but this is the worst.
But I like
This
her.
is her covered in blood. Can you
Yeah,
believe
her-
it? Can you believe it?
This is her at her like hottest.
Oh yeah.
But which I think is acceptable. But I want to show you where I
She,
like
you know
where
what?
she
She
lives.
kind of looks like Sandra Bullock.
She looks like
Yep.
Sandra Bullock if Sandra Bullock trained to kill. So now let me show you Gina Carano now.
Okay.
And she's just like jacked, and it's like I like a jacked woman. Well, this is more her now. She's a little thicker.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like so.
Can I get another? I'll look at some pictures here. What am I
Well, this
doing?
is her. She's just
What
her-
am I doing?
Yeah, you get your own.
Oh
phone.
yeah, this is a party though.
I love. I love a strong.
I said it in such a disgusting way, but I don't mean it in any kind of bad way. I mean she's beautiful.
I want a woman who's
Jesus,
back
yeah, she's beautiful.
looks like a sidewalk. It's just rock hard.
Well, there's a lot of things going
and
on
there's
here.
creases
You're
and
not sure if it's
shadows.
skin or pavement.
Yeah.
So you like this? Yeah, this is her from Disney.
But I like
Yeah, Mandalorian.
everything.
Right. Yeah.
But I also have that. That's one of the weapons I could
It's,
use.
yeah, right. It's in the arsenal.
Jesus, she's so
Am
she.
I not supposed to talk about this now that I'm married?
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
No,
should I just
can I
not
tell
let
you-
my mind go?
No, I'll tell you
Just
this.
stay on the wife.
These are the time. No, nobody can do that.
Thoughts and actions are very different.
Do you know what happens when you
things,
stay on your wife? Do you know what happens when you only talk about your wife and you only
What?
think about your wife? You know what
What?
you do?
Murder her.
You go to the woods, right? And you build pipe bombs, and then you get a big beard, and then you go to the mall. That's what happens. You can't just think about the person you're with all the fucking
Yeah.
time. It's horrifically disgusting.
Yeah,
if
I-
Liz comes to me and she goes, "Yo, I think this guy's hot," I'd be like, "Go ahead, tell me."
Yeah.
What am I gonna do? I'll fight him. I don't give a fuck. Fuck him. Blow him. Well, I don't. Not that necessarily, but unless we will have a discussion. But I mean, I can't. You know how many goddamn hot women are out there? What the fuck are we talking about? Any woman. I'm sorry. Any woman who's like, you can only think about me and only me. You're either 12 or an idiot. If you pay tax, fuck
Most
off.
12-year-olds are idiots.
Perfect. There are gorgeous women out there. There are women out there so hot that you want to fuck them, and you're not even a lesbian. So when a man who wants to fuck a woman, right? Get over it. Get over it. It's
Yeah.
not my fault that you don't look as good as she does. Grow up. Grow up. I'm not
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
anybody
Sure.
specifically, but I'm talking about in general.
But that's what they do. They look that hot because that's what they're doing 100% of the time.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like if I had, like I love, like you're not that hot because you know how to cook. You know how to, you know how to get to places without a GPS. Sometimes
Right.
you make the bed. You're a sweet human being.
These are the things I think we need to cut out.
Well, I'm saying like when you spend, it's like when you meet comedians they're the best at comedy, but they can't do anything else.
Sure.
And it's like, yeah, it's because you spend too much time on comedy.
Let me ask you a question. You go to that woman's table,
Yeah.
right? And she's like, "You can fuck me for $6,000."
$6,000.
$6,000.
Well, I'm gonna try to get my word. If it's open, then it's like, well, you know, I don't have.
Greg's
you
gonna
know,
try to talk her down.
Do you know what
this is now?
This guy's a bargain hunter.
Yeah, so you're going into an Applebee's, being like, "What can you do for me on the wings here?" There's a price. The price is
$6,000?
the price. Yeah.
It just depends on how much money I have. Like,
You got $7,000.
if I got $7,000,
You have $7,000.
yeah, it leaves me with $1,000.
But also,
I like it. I like the way. I like a thinking man.
Yeah. But you're
I'll get
also
groceries.
in the
I can
selling your
recover.
body game.
What?
You know what I mean?
You're in the
also
game.
in the selling your body game.
Oh, yeah.
So you can be like, you know what? I actually do the same thing, but you know what I do? My prices vary.
Yeah,
So
my
you
price
can
is very-
kind of get her
Yeah.
being like, okay, this guy. Usually there's an employee discount. There's industry night always.
Sure.
You know?
Industry night. Look, I'm in the same industry as you are. So entertainment, right? At the end of the day, entertainment.
If I'm paying another sex worker for it, that's just me doing my homework. That's a write-off. I'm going to my
Totally.
taxes like I fucked this girl to
See,
get better at the game.
And this is why I asked you, because I knew you were thinking, man. And I knew that you'd find the way to see the $6,000's worth
No
it, because the
way.
$6,000's coming back at the end of the year, Daddy.
All right.
It doesn't matter. You put it down, you get $4 back. So now it's only $2,000, and you learn something.
Or what I do is I put the string that I use to tie to my vibrator
On
to
the
the
money.
money. And so then when she walks away, boop, pulls it right back to me.
It goes back in your ass. Because you can't just have $6,000 in your wallet. You got to jam it inside of a cavity.
What I do is as soon as I come, as soon as I give her my credit card, we're having sex, and as soon as I come, I pick up my phone and I go, Chase, cancel that card, baby.
On the phone while you're in her?
Looking right in her face, I go, cancel my card.
I would ask workout tips while we were fucking. I'd be grabbing biceps, being like, how'd you get these this big?
Yeah.
What do I
Yeah.
got to do? Is it protein? Do I got to eat, 3,500 calories a week?
Yeah.
Because I'm lifting, but I'm not seeing. You know what I mean? What do I got to do here?
Yeah, I love it. Well, you guys got anything else?
No.
I got 4 more hours.
I know.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
Yeah, we're about we hit an hour. We hit an hour.
Did we do it?
We're all on extra credit now.
Oh, that was a good time. Well, all right. I mean, yeah, let's get out of here, right?
Let's do it, man.
This is a great time.
Yeah.
I was happy to be here. Thank you guys for having me. I did 2, I guess.
Should we make this the
I
free
think-
one?
Let's make this the free one.
Yeah, I think so. Do you got anything to plug, man?
Oh, yeah.
Plug some stuff.
Positive Anger podcast on iTunes and wherever you listen to podcasts, Spotify, and all that kind of stuff. Please check it out. Greg's been on Twitter and Instagram at Nathan McIntosh. You can go to nathanmcintosh.com for upcoming shows, and also you can go to my YouTube channel, which is just Nathan McIntosh.
Nice.
MACINTOSH.
Buy Nathan's album, the one knife
Knife Fight.
fight. What's it called?
No,
To the point.
To the Point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
album
That's
called To the
great.
Point. It's 22 straight minutes. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, it's really funny.
To the Point. 8 tracks. You can get through that. Listen to it. Or
Eight
honestly,
tracks?
8 tracks. You
Yeah.
can listen to it on Spotify.
How long is it?
It's 22 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I want to, whatever. It's a long story. But I mean,
There's
yeah,
no
check it
story.
out.
I love that. I was actually talking about this very thing to somebody else the other day. We were saying we just do short albums.
Yeah.
Get them in, get them out, get
Yeah.
some a little bit of money on the zero.
22 minutes, yeah.
22 minutes. Look at a dick. You know what
I sucked a dick.
I mean?
I'll suck your dick.
Anthony, you want to get to it?
Oh, sure. This is gonna probably come out next week. So I'll be at Bethesda, Maryland, March 5th, at this place called The Amp by Strathmore with Ariel Elias, and then March 12th, I think I'll be at the Albany Funny Bone, but let me just double check.
We got to come up with a rule with you with how many dates you can do. Because last week you did 50 dates for the year, and it's like, we could just do it like 3 to 4 weeks out. You don't get to do 3 months out.
Why?
Because it takes too much time, and then people tune out and they lose, and I don't get to my plugs.
December.
Oh, we'll do yours first.
I'll just do this. April Fool's, I'm doing an hour at Fat Black Pussycat, and I'll have some other dates. Check my website. And have people check your website.
Yeah. April 12th or March 12th, I'll be at the Albany Funny Bone. March 15th. Yeah.
What made we know? February, March, April. Okay.
Yeah. March 15th, I'll be at the Hartford Funny Bone. March 19th, I'll be at the Syracuse Funny Bone. And then Greg and I will be at South by Southwest in Austin, March 16th
Congratulations.
through the 18th. Oh,
Congratulations.
thanks.
Thanks.
Oh, thank you, Nathan. And then
Oh, look at you.
March 11th, I'm doing the story about my dad at the Fat Black at 10:30.
Dan DeVito's not my dad.
Uh-huh. And then March 13th, I'm doing it again at QED in Queens.
Nice. See, that was nice, clean.
But those are the amount of dates I had the last time as well.
Well, it took a very long time
Last time I was geared up.
Yeah. Harumi. Wait. Those are Harumi's dates. Check out Harumi's YouTube videos. What is it called again? HatchedNYC.com. See you later.